At the end of my last video, I dropped a puzzle for us to solve. This is the solution. Hello everyone, and in this game I uncooked a god level combination and I would love to share it with you. In this game I played a masterful middle game which was backed up by Stockfish 8 as my opponent was over 50 points higher rated than me. This game started with e4 and he responded with these sneaks, the Owen defense, and here I took the center and he tried to break it and I took back. Now at this point, I already started feeling that my position is better because his bishop is blocked in and my king will castle soon. I have more active pieces and my pieces have more active squares they can go to in the long run. So I played bishop d3, hoping to start an attack in the future on the king. He brought his knight out and when I saw this move, I was stunned because I knew that he's planning an attack on my king. And this move is never in the spirit of the position. I needed to bring down my bishop because I knew next he would play g5. So I brought down my bishop towards finishing my development. Here, he actually blundered. He blundered some tactics. And I first of all gave him a check because I wanted to bring in as much pieces into the attack first. So then I took the free pawn. And when he took, I quickly recaptured. Now he moved his queen up. And since I'm the one with the active knight, I decided to start posing problems. I jumped in with my knight. The idea is not really to capture the pawn, as the pawn is actually a poison pawn. So once I capture it, it gives white a bit of counterplay in the long run. As pawn that was blocking this bishop has been captured by my knight. So he moved his king up. And to my surprise, this move was the best move by the engine. Not really capturing the pawn. But you will notice that this queen is actually out of squares. And this gave me a combination motive for c4. Now he ignored it and went to hang on to a small pawn as it's already a pawn down. And I really loved this because I was posed with options of how to proceed as almost everything is winning. So I was at some point I didn't like the move g5. So I saw c5 hitting the queen, and since the queen is out of squares, I can easily exploit as you see. So yeah, I played c5 and he played queen to d5. Now the engine suggests that black should capture the knight as black is already worse. So if he captures, there are some series of moves and it will be very difficult for white to lose this from here on. Now, so people might be wondering, why didn't he go to knight e5? It's because that there's still with fork to the king and you will still pick up an extra piece and the king is actually exposed. After the series of moves, you find out that black still has to lose more material, hold on to the game. Now here, I played bishop to e4 and I played d5 and here he jumped in with his knight and I took and he took back. Here the engine suggests that when he jumps with his knight, I should check him with my pawn, and when he captures, I shouldn't capture back but bring in my rook into the game. Going back, if I was to capture the pawn, I would have captured my knight, and even though that I'm quite better, this is not the game I wanted. I captured his knight and now pushed my knight to 6, my pawn to c6 with the poke, and he captured back. And now I will say that capturing back is actually the mistake, as now I saw mate in 9. And after this, and you check in with your king He must come back and you capture the pawn. Now is this like you have given white a chance to survive as he can bring back his knight, his queen, but he's checking from the side. He goes, you now pinning his queen to his queen to his king. Now here is the part that most people won't see. The idea of queen to f5. And when the king moves, you capture with the rook, giving the king on check as you easily win the game. Please like, subscribe, and share. It is black to play. Can you find a tactics? The full breakdown will be done at the beginning of my next video.